I'm Mrs McLaughlin.
And I'm Mrs Chapman, and welcome back to another teaching and learning video, this time focusing on how best to support SEN and lower ability pupils.
The video for this half term focuses on the Learning Support Department and how here at St John Fisher we support pupils with additional needs. We will also be looking at how we can help those pupils who may just need a little extra support in the classroom. It's really important to us here that all pupils are able to access the curriculum and their lessons at all times. We believe that no child should be left behind and that all pupils should be given an opportunity to achieve their full potential. We will now look at some simple strategies that can be used in the classroom to ensure progress is made by all learners.
One effective way to help low ability learners in lessons is to front-load pupils with key terminology. One of the biggest barriers for these pupils is that they can tend to be behind with their reading age. This naturally means they are behind their peers initially. Starting the topic by pre-teaching the terminology and key words means that they are not having to constantly encounter new words and phrases throughout a topic. Parents and carers can also help at home with this by encouraging pupils to learn the key words as a revision exercise. This in turn should help pupils use these words in the classroom.
A further strategy that can be used in the classroom is the roller dice game. This fast-paced game that encourages pupils to think on their feet quickly. Pupils will roll the dice and see that a number corresponds with certain letters. Pupils should think of a key word connected to the topic they are studying that starts with this letter. This can work really well with less able pupils as they can initially remember single words and phrases at a time and then build up to more substantial knowledge over time.
These are just a few ideas that can be used in the classroom, although there are many others that can also be utilised. Using video as a stimulus can be helpful for introducing new topics, creating competition in the classroom, always creates a buzz, and using help sheets or a buddy system if a pupil feels they're struggling can be all useful. Let's head over to the Learning Support Department to find out more about a few specific strategies and targeted interventions for SEN and less able pupils here at St John Fisher.
Hello, I'm Mrs Catchwell. Welcome to Learning Support. We're a large department that work across school in lots of different ways and lots of different areas, but today I'm just going to quickly show you this room that we use for lots of interventions and some of the work that we do here. At the start of each year, especially at the start of Year 7, we do lots of assessments to identify any specific difficulties that we can help with and help remove barriers to learning so that students can achieve their potential. In every classroom across school we have these common vowel and common consonant spellings. The English language is difficult and has lots of spellings, so we have these highlighted. We have some groups of students across school and some individuals who then work on this, so we help them to identify all the different sounds that we have and all the different spellings that we have for them as well. So one example of an activity that we might do for them to realise this is to do this multi-centre activity here. So they would speak as they spell g, r, a, t, and then blend great. And do the same again, whatever they can read, they can spell g, r, a, t, great. And we'd do lots of spellings like that with the alternative spellings and overlearn that. Throughout the week, they have maybe 2.5 hours of lots of activities to overlearn with games and activities and reading books, online programs that help with reading and spelling. For older students and for some younger students as well, we've introduced Claro Read. This is Claro PDF, which will read exam papers. It's literally, you just touch the screen where you want it to read and it will read to you. We have this on the laptops and the iPads across school. It allows every student to access text that will be read to them, and it's a very useful tool for exams because it removes barriers and allows every student to access GCSE English.
Hi, I'm Mrs Price. I'm here today to speak to you about my role as Head of Year 7 and Transition. Some of the strategies will be particularly useful for SEN and others will be useful for all new pupils regardless of ability. Here at St John Fisher, we have 2 bonding days that allow pupils to meet their form teacher, visit the school and have a real flavour of what life at high school is like. Some examples might be performing a team activity with the PE department, learning some poetry with the English department, or even learning a few new words in another language with MFL. Hopefully this will calm the nerves and remove any fears that pupils may have, but don't worry, first day nerves are totally normal. Another way that we ensure a smooth transition process is by continuing transition activities over from Year 6 to Year 7. For example, when pupils arrive on bonding day, they receive a transition booklet that contains a variety of activities. When pupils arrive at high school, they will explore some of these activities with their class teachers. Some teachers will even offer prizes for the most activities completed. Also, when pupils start in Year 7, many of the units of work will tie in with transition. For example, pupils might be asked to complete a timeline of their time at primary school for history, and in English their first unit of writing is autobiography. And finally, a little bit of reassurance for all you parents. There are plenty of opportunities before your child starts high school to ask those all-important questions you need answering. There is the new intake evening in September that gives you the chance to meet the team and have a quick chat with your child's form tutor. There will also be other members of staff there to offer any reassurance you might need, for example, the Learning Support Department. Once your child has started their journey here with us at John Fisher, there is a further Year 7 evening early in the academic year, which is an opportunity to learn how your child is settling into our school. Hopefully you found the information here useful, and we can't wait to see you here in the future at St John Fisher.